Hey gang, your Guitar Sage. Today we're going to learn how to play Ain't No Rest for the Wicked by Cage the Elephant. This is a really simple song, except it does have a couple of bar chords in it. So I'm going to jump into it right away. I'm looking at my chart here on my screen, and basically there's two parts to this song. So I won't play the entire song through, but I'll play each one of the parts. Basically, there's an intro, verse, chorus, and solo, but essentially there's two parts to the song, which is the verse and the chorus. The solo is the same as the chorus, and the intro is the same as the chorus. Okay, so there you go. If you know those two parts, you'll know the whole tune. And here are the chords that we're going to be playing with today: G, B flat, C, and F. Okay. We'll talk about some different variations of those chords, and but for those of you that just kind of want to know real quick how to do this song, I'm going to jump into it. For those of you that need more help, stick around and we'll talk about it. And I'll also tell you about a great piece of information that will help you learn this tune. Okay, so here we go. It's going to go something like this. This would be the intro. Okay, so there, I played both parts several times through, and those are the basic chords there, so nothing changes on this song. Even the solo is going to be the chorus again. So let's talk about what I'm doing there. And before I do that, if you're new to my videos, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and go to YourGuitarSage.com. Check out this ebook that I have that will help you learn all these tunes. Will also give you access to my personal scribbles on songs like this, where I show you what the chords are instead of you having to write them down yourself. So make things a lot easier. Check that out, YourGuitarSage.com. And okay, so the chords that we're using for this: G. The song's in 4, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, that sort of thing. Okay, so G for one measure, and this is the intro, chorus, and solo. That's this section we're talking about right now. So G for measure, B flat for 2 beats, C for 2 beats. And then you repeat that 2 measure section over and over again. So G, 2, 3, 4, B, flat, C, G, 2, 3, 4, B, flat, C, G, 2, 3, 4, B, flat, C. Okay? So that's intro, chorus, solo section. The verse is going to go G for measure, B flat for a measure, C for a measure, and then B flat for 2 beats, F for 2 beats. And then you repeat that section over and over and over again. In fact, for the verses, it's repeating that whole section there 4 times a piece. So again, and I'll show you this little funky rhythm thing I'm doing here. So, but basically G, 2, 3, 4, B flat, or what did I say? G for 4 beats, B flat for 4 beats, C for 4 beats, and then a split measure of B flat, split measure again, and we take 2 chords, put them in one measure, and we split it up so they're 2 beats apiece. B flat, C, B flat. Okay, so as far as the construction of the song, that's what we got. We got intro, verse, chorus, solo, verse, chorus, out. And all those those sections are 4 times a piece, except for the solo section, which is twice. All right. So with that information, you should be able to assemble a chart similar to mine. If you don't like that, if that's taking too long, go to YourGuitarSage.com, sign up. All right, so let's talk about how to play these chords, and we'll also talk a little bit about the rhythm and what I'm doing there. So you know your C chord. If you don't, come on, ebook, get it. G chord, same thing. Now, some people play their G like that. Some people play it like this. Some people play it like this. Some people play it like this. I'm one of those that play it like that a lot. So what I do here is I mute this I mute the 5th string with my 2nd finger, like that, so the actual chord is, technically, theoretically, it's not a G chord, it's actually a G5 chord, because it doesn't, I'm not playing the 3rd of the chord anywhere, and so it's not major or minor, but your ear knows that it's major in this song. So, okay, so there's the G that I like to play, or whichever one you want. The B flat, I find it's easiest to just do a bar chord right here, and I hyperextend my 3rd finger. That's a technique right there, by the way, that is crucial to playing bar chords. So listen up. If you don't do this, do this. Okay, take your ring finger here and bend it. If you can bend it back like this, you can have great bar chords, okay? Learn this technique here. You want your finger to go backwards. If it's like this, you're going to have issues. You're not going to have good bar chords. So you want to be able to do this. In fact, if you can bend it back enough, sometimes you can squeak out that last note there because this finger misses the high E string. So that's what I do on my B flat. Your C, C chord, I play a straight up C. And I bring my thumb around the top here and mute that low E so I can get that instead of with a low E in there. I don't want that. Oh, by the way, on this B flat, take your 1st finger and kind of bump it up into that low E so you, when you're doing that sort of thing, you're not getting that low E, which would sound like this. That just sounds bad, so we don't want that. And then the F, same thing with the F. Some folks play it like this, some people play it like this, some people play it like this. I prefer this way. It kind of feels like a C chord, but I just put my pinky right underneath my 3rd finger and drop my 2nd finger down a string. And you can play just those 4 middle ones and mute that high E, or you can bar that high E. You get a nice F there, and I bring my thumb around, mute that low E, so I get this nice F, okay? All right, let's talk about the rhythm that I'm doing here. And it's gonna go something like this. Well, intro, it's gonna go. So I'm doing this percussive type of thing in between each one of these chords, and I'm doing that by one of 2 different techniques. Typically, I lay my hands on the strings as light as a feather, so that when I do strike the strings, I just get that sound and no notes coming out, right? So I'm gonna go. And the same thing with the verse. I got, or I think it goes, let's see. Slowed down, it's going to sound something like this. All right, so rewind that part of the video a bunch so you can get that idea. If you have any issues with your strumming, that ebook has a battery of tests, or a battery of exercises, if you will, that will really help out with your strumming. So if you're having any right hand issues or strumming hand issues, check that out. Alright guys, that's all the time we got. If you haven't already, go hit subscribe, and if you haven't already, go to YourGuitarSage.com and get the ebook. Later.